I tried Imam Ghazi's monk mode for 21 days, and here's what I found.
So today's actually June 1st. It is my first day of monk mode.
We're on day 2 of monk mode. I'm out here with Ryan and Gil.
So I'm here with my daughter right now. It is actually her mother's birthday. We're gonna be taking her out.
So for the past 3 months, I've been doing my own monk mode, inspired by Imam Ghazi.
He attributes all of his success to one protocol that he calls monk mode.
Now, I formulated a protocol right at the beginning of 2021. And I followed that protocol for 6 months of the year. Now last year I went on to make $90 million. And that protocol called monk mode.
So how I first heard about monk mode was actually by Imam Ghazi. So Imam Ghazi is a creator on YouTube. He started this and has documented his journey for many years now. And if you look back at his videos, he really shows how he grew from being an only child with his single mother over there in Russia to now his incredible journey to London. He constantly talks about how monk mode really helped him dial in and focus on his goals and cut off all of the distractions from his way to help him now making tens of millions of dollars every single year. The way monk mode works is really simple. It's basically just a couple of key principles to help you dial in and cut off all distractions to become the best you possible. So monk mode is built off 3 non-negotiables that no matter what variation you find out there on the internet, these are the 3 principles that you need to add and implement into your personal monk mode. Number 1 is gonna be at least 30 minutes of exercise. Now for some people, this is already natural. They maybe do this every single day, right? For example, if you work out 5-6 days every single week, then it's really not gonna be too difficult for you. Or if you wanna maybe take a day off of the gym, instead of maybe go outside and go walk around the park, boost up your heart rate and just really get you active for at least 30 minutes a day, every single day for the full either 21, 60 days, however many number of days that you wanna do your personal monk mode. Now, non-negotiable number 2 is gonna be at least 10 minutes of meditation. And to be honest, when I first started this, it was really, really difficult for me to do meditation because I've never done meditation ever in my entire life, right? So I've never really sat down and I didn't even know how to do it. So I just sat down, I closed my eyes and I was just doing that stereotypical home bullshit, like that just didn't work for me. And then once I tried different ways, I went on YouTube, how to do meditation, how to do proper meditation, what to do, what to avoid, all this other stuff. The first couple days, I felt nothing. If anything, I just felt like it was wasting my time rather than anything, especially going to the gym in the morning, being out all day working, and come home, right when my girlfriend puts the baby to sleep around 9 or 10, I would just go in the closet because that's the only space I had available where I could be by myself and not be with someone coming in or just passing by or something. Just be completely by myself in the dark. I try to watch YouTube videos. Some worked, some didn't. It's just really of whatever works for you and then kind of learning and adapting as you go along. Now the third and final non-negotiable is going to be alcohol and weed. Now for some people this may be very difficult. However, for myself personally, it was really no issue because typically I don't really smoke weed or drink alcohol anyways in the beginning. Mainly every once in a while at a party, I'll maybe take a little sip or take one little shot, or maybe I'll smoke a cigar every once in a while. But other than that, it's really nothing crazy. So for me personally, it was honestly really easy, just to not smoke and drink alcohol for only 21 days, which really was nothing. As long as I spent my time working, it was really, the days passed by so fast, I really didn't even notice it.
So it is about 12:38 p.m. right now. One of the toughest variables that I definitely added to this monk mode, because the drinking, the smoking, all that, it's not really something that I do already. Reading the book, I'll read basically every day. Maybe I'll miss 1 or 2. Now for these 21 days, I have to make sure I stick to it 100%. To the gym, same thing. I go basically every day, almost every day. I'll maybe miss 1 or 2 days like out of the month, but now this is gonna be pretty simple. The hardest part is really gonna be the eating period, where I don't know how I'm gonna have to manage that. It's gonna be very difficult, especially after the gym in the mornings. I'm hungry, so the only thing that I'm eating right now is just literally nothing. Nothing. I'll take an energy drink, gum, stuff like that.
Now for me personally, I added 3 extra ones. You could add 2, you could add 1, you could add more, just as long as it's something realistic that you could actually stick to for the full term of the monk mode. So my first additional rule that I personally added for myself was reading at least 1 chapter every single day. So this part right here wasn't really too difficult, as I do typically read basically every weekday. So all I had to do was just kind of add it on the weekends, because sometimes, you know, I'll wake up early, or maybe we're just crazy going all over the place on the weekends. So it's kind of hard to fit that one little chapter, even though it's not too difficult. You know, just the day passed by so fast, and it would be 9, 10 o'clock at night, and I'm like, oh, I gotta go read my book to make sure I'm, you know, maintaining monk mode. The second additional rule that I added onto this monk mode was a fasting period. So for myself, I only allowed myself to eat from 12 to 8. And that was honestly really difficult, maybe the hardest part of monk mode, because typically I go to the gym in the morning. So I got used to just having a little snack or a protein bar or something when I got back around 8 or 9 a.m. So coming back from the gym, having to kind of starve myself until 12, for me personally, was really difficult, and it almost felt impossible, especially for the first couple of days. When I was doing it for about a week or so, it got really easy. Now, after I got used to just the morning, what became really difficult was later on at night, because there was times that I would come home 6 p.m. or sometimes we would go out. So we had multiple graduations, as it is the end of the school year. So we went to a couple different graduations. We would go out to dinner. Luckily though, most of the time we went out to, I want to say, cheap restaurants, or a little bit more cheaper, missing out on too much. For example, we went over to my sister-in-law's graduation. After that, we went to go eat at Denny's. Luckily, I was not really too hungry because I already kind of came prepared. However, it was kind of just, you know, everyone eating, talking, having a good time. I'm just kind of sitting there drinking my little water and not having to eat. So that was a little bit hard. And as the time went on, it did get a little bit more easy. But this is definitely possibly the hardest principle that I added out of the whole monk mode, in my opinion. Now, the third and final principle that I added personally onto my monk mode was the 2-hour airplane mode. So typically I try to just stay away from my phone. I put my phone on airplane mode for 2 hours, and I would normally do it when I got home, because obviously during the workday, a lot of my work is on my phone, either phone calls, messages, emails, you know, etc., etc. So that one was a little bit more difficult. However, when I got home, put my phone on airplane mode, spend time with my family, with my daughter, with my girlfriend, and really just try to use those 2 hours that we had to watch a movie or just do something where I wasn't on my phone, because it is very addicting just to kind of check your phone and a quick little Instagram scroll, or just checking emails, messages, all that. So that was something that I did add, and it really did cause a big benefit in my life. So the big question that a lot of you guys are probably asking is, did it work? And what are the benefits from it, and what are maybe some cons that I had experienced? In my opinion is yes, it did work. A lot of pros that I did notice was I did spend a lot more time with my girlfriend and my baby. I did have a little bit more of a productive feeling, just kind of knowing that I'm sticking to something really just kind of, one, helped my confidence. Really just made me feel more accomplished, right? It made me feel like I was sticking to something and I could actually do it, and I could go forward with it and accomplish it for the full 21 days. So my girlfriend liked monk mode. She liked that I was following the principles. However, maybe the biggest con, actually, now that I think about it, was dinner. So how I had to stop eating at 8 p.m. There was some days where I had to actually go in and get my food way earlier than everyone else. So that kind of sucked. Obviously, we weren't eating dinner together. Or if I was out and by the time I got home, it was already going to be 8, I would have to stop by, eat dinner, and then go home. So I mean, that kind of did affect, you know, us eating together, which typically we do for lunch, dinner. We always just kind of eat together, either us two or with the baby if she's still awake. So that one was pretty a big con, because we kind of had to eat separately. And even though maybe for some people eating together or separate is not that big of a deal, but for us it's something that we try to do all the time. Whether it's us or maybe the whole family, we all like to just eat together. It did feel a little bit weird, but after a couple of days, I mean, everyone got used to it, so it wasn't really too big of a deal. A big question that I'm sure a lot of you guys are wondering is, did monk mode actually help me make more money? Believe it or not, I actually did. I almost doubled how much I had made the previous month, and a lot of it was from luck. A lot of it was from maybe just perfect timing, maybe solar installations, loan just closing. They just happened to close in that monk mode period. Whether it was monk mode or not, this past month was a really, really good month. Some people could say that it was just timing. Some people could say it was luck. Some people could say it was, maybe some people will say that it was monk mode. At the end of the day, monk mode, I don't have too much negative to say about it. It was mainly all positive stuff, and I would definitely recommend it to a lot of you guys out there if you really want to focus and dial in and then try to achieve your goals as soon as possible. I would love to hear everyone else's experience with monk mode, so go out there, give it a shot, and let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I hope this video was helpful for a lot of you. If you guys have any questions at all, leave them down in the comments below. I'm always looking to help everyone out, and we'll see you guys next week.